Hi Aquarius, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com, and this is your monthly forecast for August 2015. Aquarians, it's quite a phenomenal month for a lot of us. We have Saturn that is going direct in Scorpio, and this aspect you'll only get to see after 27 years. We have the gorgeous Venus, and she's retrograde the entire month. And then we have Jupiter that is entering Virgo for the first time in 12 years. We begin the month with Saturn that is going direct in Scorpio. This is happening on the 2nd of August, and it's highlighting a part of your chart that has to do with your career, it has to do with your reputation, it has to do with your public persona. Now this particular aspect we have been going through along for almost 2.5 years, Aquarians. There's been a lot of focus on your work, there's been a lot of sense of responsibility to deliver. It's almost a sort of a burden in some cases, wherein that you feel that you have to that you're accountable for a lot. And Saturn now goes direct, and you will only see this aspect happening after next 27 years. So you need to be taking full advantage, and you need to be making it using it to the best effect possible. Now this is a time wherein that you could have been taking your work very seriously. It can be that your it's been all work and it's been no play. The seriousness that has come in the work, it also comes with a sort of Saturn brings that heaviness. It's not as if that you're really happy from inside. It's just that you have to do it. It's that burden that you're carrying, that you have to deliver. You're accountable, and it's because there's so much of investment that has gone into it. You have to ensure that the returns come, and it's also a time wherein you can feel as though you're under a magnifying glass, as though each and every of your movement is being watched very carefully as to what is it that now you're going to be doing, how it is that you behave publicly. Also because it's under a very public eye, it can be that how it is that people outside are perceiving you, or they're waiting. There's a sense of an expectation as to what is it next that you're going to be doing, or what is it that you're going to be delivering next. However, it's also it's also a time wherein that you could feel quite overloaded with work. There can be a sense of grudge, and you could just feel not cheated, but you could just feel very burdened by it. You could just feel as though you have to carry the entire load of responsibility or the share of making a particular project work. It's as if the entire thing lies on your shoulders, and everybody's sort of sitting and watching you and saying, okay, now let's see what happens, or what does he or she do about it. Now we have Jupiter that is going to be entering Virgo on the August 11th, and this is happening for the first time in 12 years. And Jupiter is going to be transiting a part of your house that speaks about intimacy, it speaks about shared resources. Now Jupiter over here is detriment, and which basically means that a planet is really confined. He's not able to give its effect out to its potential. Its exuberance is quite tempered. So it's not. So if Jupiter he's a great benefactor. Everything that he touches, he just sort of expands, and he's a great fortune giver, and all of us love having Jupiter in our houses. But over here, Jupiter will be slightly restrictive. He's not going to be as effective as he normally is, which in a way sort of is also fine, because Jupiter tends to make you over optimistic, and it tends to make you overindulge. So out here the exuberance is quite tempered. You will just have to sort of manage your expectations more than anything, and of the others around you. And it's a time wherein that because it speaks about shared resources and intimacy, it's a time wherein that it's asking for a lot of transformation from you, Aquarians. It's speaking about patterns, the way that you think, the way that you work, the way that you it can be at work, it can be sharing of ideas, how it is that you are as a team player, how it is that even where you think equal workload is shared, how it is not to say that you're being unfair, but are you being unrealistic? It can also be that you're not too comfortable about sharing resources. You know, you're being not tight-fisted, but you're getting very transactional. And I think a lot of you are just viewing at a lot of things in a very materialistic way, you know, which is quite very unlike in Aquarius. But it's just a time that you could be finding it hard to let go of the security that material possessions give you. And it will be also be a time that you could be finding it very hard to think as to how it is that you would survive if you were to let go of the trappings that are around you, that materially give you. And Saturn is, Jupiter over here is just asking you, because this particular house is about transformation, it's about change. It's asking you, it's increasing that sense, it's putting that pressure on you to change your idea about as to how it is that you feel about the material, tangible trappings that are there around you. You know, that what is it, maybe you're doing something, you're working at a project that is making you miserable, but it's paying you like nobody's business, but you do not know as to what is it that you would do without the trappings of it, and how it is that you are in turn viewing yourself as far as that money is concerned. So it's a time wherein that you are being asked to change and get ready for change. There can be some amount of changes that can happen as far as your shared resources are concerned. So try not to get so thrown off by the change, Aquarians. You know, stay flexible as far as change is concerned. And finally, we have Venus, the goddess of love, beauty, sex and money, also values, and she's going retrograde the entire month. And she's going retrograde in a part of your chart that speaks about partnerships, it speaks about marriage. Now Venus retrograde over here, really it's a time wherein that you know, your relationship could have become quite boring, it could have just gotten a bit mundane. So it's just a time wherein you just need to be taking out a nice polishing cloth and just to be polishing it a little bit. That's all that's required. There's nothing to worry about, there's nothing drastic or horrible that's happening. It's just that maybe the rest of the responsibilities, the boredom, the mundaneness of everything has just gotten to the relationship, and you just need to be sort of you know, you need to be letting go of bad habits maybe that could just be clawing and eating away at the roots of the relationship or the partnership. And Venus retrograde does not encourage any kind of a big ticket item, and does not encourage any kind of you know, a huge expense on your wardrobe, or even if it's a cosmetic correction that you want to go in. So any beautification, anything that you need to be doing, you need to be avoid it if you can. And because it happens rarely, it's that much more complex and it lasts longer. So with a Venus retrograde, you should reassess your finances, budget, see as to where it is the money is going, what is it that you need to be doing, how it is that you need to be functioning, and so on and so forth. And it's a time wherein that you need to be also spending some amount of time as far as your relationship is concerned. Because this also speaks about your partnerships, you need to be looking at your work partnerships. How are they? You need to be maybe nurturing, you need to be weeding out the misunderstandings that could have cropped up at your work during this time. Quite a month, Aquarians, and a lot of work in store for you, but all good work. Change is always beneficial for all of us. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.